More than a week after an SFU student went into medical distress and died while writing a midterm, the university is clarifying its emergency response procedures. Some students said they didn't understand why they were being told to call campus security instead of 911. Our Tina Lovegreen broke this story and joins us now with the latest. Tina.
Well, Dan, after our story yesterday, CBC News received a copy of a memo sent to SFU students yesterday afternoon. In it, it appears as if SFU has come out with a policy change. It asks students to call both 911 and campus security. And just to recap, a little over a week ago, a 58-year-old student was having trouble breathing while writing a midterm exam. The teaching assistant called campus public safety, and it was the campus public safety team who called 911. The security team gave the man CPR and administered an AED. Now, that's the device that provides an electric shock through the chest to the heart. But the student died. And now students are wondering why the university's protocol is to call campus security first when there is an emergency. And so on Wednesday, Dan, I interviewed Tim Rowley, SFU's Vice Provost, Students and International. And during our nearly 20-minute interview, he said over and over again that contacting the university's campus public safety team is the most efficient way to get help during an emergency at SFU. Here is part of our interview.
We're a three-campus institution, and in terms of making sure we can get to the right people at the right place, we believe that calling campus public safety is the most efficient way to get a response.
Now, Dan, I want to read you part of the letter that went out to students yesterday. It reads, "The university is taking recent media coverage and social media conversations about safety and security on our campuses extremely seriously. Our first priority is to make our campuses safe for students, faculty, staff, and visitors. In the event of an emergency, security or health related, there are two things we ask you to do. One, call campus public safety, and two, call 911, which does seem to be different than what I was told during our interview on Wednesday. Now, today, we asked the university to clarify whether this, in fact, is a change in policy, but it only said the email sent to students yesterday was intended to clarify communication and protocols.
Tina, what do we know about what policies other universities have in place for medical emergencies?
Well, I did a quick scan on some of the major universities here in Canada, starting with UBC. On its website, the university directs students to call 911 and then lists other emergency numbers. And it also encourages students to err on the side of caution and dial 911. And McGill University encourages students to call 911 and then security, and that's the same for the University of Toronto.
All right, Tina Lovegreen, thanks very much.
You're welcome.